The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the next events will be extremely dramatic, revolving around the conflict of power, love, and loyalty of the key characters at Forrester Creations. From the hot encounter between Carter and Ridge, to Hope's formidable plot and Steffi and Taylor's concerns about Brooke's actions, all create a multi-layered picture, promising unpredictable twists. Below is an extensive analysis, delving into each detail and character psychology so that the audience has a more complete view of the upcoming developments. The key to the conflict begins when Ridge unexpectedly returns to Forrester Creations, encountering Carter in a sad state. Carter has just had a tense conversation with Hope, declaring that he feels like a traitor and can no longer hide anything. While Carter is struggling, Ridge throws out a sarcastic remark, "The head that wears the crown is heavy." Carter blames himself for the secrets surrounding his control of the company. He may feel that he has taken this position improperly, causing dissatisfaction from many sides, especially the Forrester family. Although Carter is in charge, he cannot deny that Forrester Creations is the brainchild of the Forrester family. The decision to continue to hold the position or return the company to Ridge makes him even more torn. Ridge returns with confidence, clearly expressing his desire to reclaim management rights. Ridge's sarcasm makes Carter more tense. Carter both wants to maintain power to fulfill his own goals, but does not want to directly confront Ridge. Ridge, of course, wants Forrester Creations back in its rightful place in his and Steffi's hands. This is not just a company, but also a symbol associated with the reputation, family love, and pride of their family. Ridge's sarcasm is not only sarcastic, but also implies provocation, forcing Carter to show his stance. Ridge wants to see how Carter will react. Firmly defend his current position or be suppressed and soon give in. Obviously, this clash is the key to opening a series of new troubles. Right after Ridge returned, Carter began to think about the plan to pay the company to avoid worse scenarios. However, he was not completely free to make decisions because Hope was strongly involved. In the context of Carter's wavering will, Hope suddenly showed a dark, even violent side rarely seen in a character who is considered compassionate. She cried and suffered when Carter said that he could not continue to be a traitor, and immediately after that, she became dangerous. The obsession with being oppressed by Steffi. Previously, Hope had experienced many times when Steffi looked down on her ability, always considering Hope as weak in both work and love. Hope was determined not to return to the position of slave under Steffi, who was always favored by the Forrester family. Now that Carter is in charge, Hope is free to express her ideas of deeply participating in important decisions. This is a turning point that helps Hope break out of her cocoon, escape her comfort zone and long-standing barriers. She is afraid that if Carter returns the company, she will lose her only chance to rise. Desiring power, although not a character who specializes in fighting, Hope also understands the importance of holding power. At Forrester Creations, the manager decides all marketing strategies, designs, profit sharing, etc. She does not want to return to being a passive designer under Steffi's huge shadow. Carter is completely surprised when drinking a glass of water on the table, which seems harmless, but makes him faint. When he wakes up, he finds himself in an iron cage, unable to escape. From the image of a woman in tears, Hope becomes a cold-blooded kidnapper, declaring that she will not spare Carter unless he signs the authorization paper. The climax of the tension is an extremely scary threat. "Otherwise, I will kill you." Psychological instability or a calculated plan. There are two theories about Hope at this time. First, she may have been pushed to the edge of losing control, so she made that cruel threat. Second, this is a deliberate plan by Hope to take advantage of Carter's confusion and guilt to make him do as she requested. Carter is being pushed to the edge. Between Hope's threats and Ridge's pressure, he needs to make a life-or-death choice, sign to give Hope power to preserve his life, or firmly refuse and desperately find a way out. This journey not only tests Carter's courage, but also raises the question, can the relationship between him and Hope still be saved, or has it completely broken? In the midst of the storm, Daphne appeared as Carter's spiritual savior. She advised him to calmly review the whole situation, consider the pros and cons before making a final decision. Daphne was said to be quite knowledgeable about the inside story, knowing what kind of struggles Carter had to go through. She also had access to other members of the Forrester family, so she was aware of the tremendous pressure Carter was under. More importantly, Daphne seemed to maintain a neutral stance, not favoring Ridge or Hope. She just wanted Carter to look straight at the truth, whether the company belonged to Forrester or not, whether Hope deserved Carter's trust or not, and how he should handle it to avoid tragic consequences. The mistake was not only that Carter took over management rights, but also that he was blind to Hope's actions. Using practical reasoning, Daphne reminded Carter, if you give Ridge the company back in a hurry because of fear or remorse, is that the best solution? Or, if you let Hope control you, will you still be yourself? From this advice, Carter is forced to face an important turning point, continue to engage in the spiral of keeping the company back, or find a way to compromise with the parties to avoid further conflicts. While Carter is struggling with the battle of wits and life and death threats, Steffi and Taylor also have a private discussion about Brooke and her efforts to lure Carter to the Forrester family side. Brooke has long been known as a woman with mixed feelings for Ridge, many times fighting and making Taylor strain her brain to keep the man she loves. Steffi also grew up with memories of Brooke-Taylor's confrontation. Not trusting Brooke's good heart, even though Brooke said she wanted to fix the mistake for Forrester Creations, Steffi and Taylor still saw the dark side in this action. They thought Brooke was mainly acting for Ridge because she wanted to rekindle their old relationship. This is what makes them afraid. Is Brooke willing to stab them in the back to get what she wants? Taylor still trusts Ridge. According to Taylor, Ridge is different now. She feels safe with their relationship. Taylor believes that their love is strong enough. Brooke is no longer a serious threat. On the contrary, Steffi has a bad premonition that Brooke always knows how to make Ridge weak. Her daughter has witnessed too many times Ridge returning to Brooke, even though he is attached to Taylor. For Steffi, everything can repeat itself. From here, the conflict continues to be ignited. Taylor wants to keep the peace, but Steffi is always vigilant, even afraid of the day when Brooke uses every trick to seduce Ridge. This creates a stalemate within the Forrester family when everything is still in turmoil because of the power struggle with Carter and Hope. Looking at the overall situation, it can be seen that the bold and the beautiful is paving the way for a series of heavy climaxes. The big questions are, if Carter signs the power of attorney, he will personally put Forrester Creations in the hands of Hope. Will this make Ridge and the entire Forrester family go crazy and turn to find a way to destroy Hope? Or will Carter himself lose all honor? If Carter recklessly resists, he risks being brutally attacked by Hope. With an unstable mental state, Hope can cause unforeseen harm. How will Ridge react to Carter's sudden disappearance or disappearance? Ridge has long suspected that Carter has problems. Will he send someone to search and investigate? Or will Ridge take advantage of Carter's disappearance to retake the company? Once Ridge discovers that Hope is doing something crazy, he may side with Brooke and trust her more. This is also Brooke's chance to win Ridge's heart back, just as Steffi and Taylor feared. Will Taylor and Steffi be able to stay united? If news of Brooke's move spreads, Steffi will pressure Taylor to be more aggressive in asserting her position with Ridge. Taylor, who believes in true love, may not want to use tricks. Mother-daughter conflicts are likely to arise from that. Will Daphne help Carter resolve the issue peacefully or accidentally push him deeper into trouble? Daphne advises Carter to realize his mistake, but realizing does not necessarily mean safety. Once Carter publicly declares that he will return the company to Ridge, he may be dealt with by Hope. and if he stubbornly holds on to his position, he will touch Ridge's interests. All of the above details show that the bold and the beautiful is entering the climax phase of the series of conflicts surrounding Forrester creations. The characters that seemed familiar, such as Hope, Carter, Ridge, Brooke, Steffi, Taylor, now reveal more dark sides, hidden ambitions, making the plot more complicated and dramatic. Carter faces a life-or-death choice, save himself or maintain his honor, while being pressured by both Ridge and Hope. Hope seems to be crazy, going against her previous image, ready to take action to take control. Ridge is watching every development, waiting for an opportunity to put Forrester Creations back in its place and regain Forrester family pride. Brooke continues to be a heavy card because she possesses the ability to make Ridge waver, something that Steffi and Taylor always worry about. Although Steffi and Taylor want to protect the family legacy together, they are still suspicious of Brooke's personal motives, fearing that the three-way history will repeat itself. This situation can explode at any time. Will Hope go all the way to the end of the sinful path? Will Carter be able to escape and return to his hero status in the eyes of everyone, or will he become a traitor until the end? Will Brooke seize the opportunity, use her ability to attract Ridge to defeat Taylor once again? Will Steffi be able to prevent the disaster that is approaching, or will she fall into a spiral of calculations? Never before has Forrester Creations faced so many overlapping dangers. Fans will surely witness extremely spectacular battles of wits and love, along with a series of dramatic details that will make everyone hold their breath waiting. Let's follow the next episodes to see how all these swords will intersect and who will be the final winner in the bold and the beautiful and uncompromising royal battle where not only money but also life, love, and honor are at stake.